Hello everyone, my name is Rohit Reddy and from Karuna University CS department. My register number is UR15CS238. In this video, I'm going to explain you about the data definition language commands. Our aim is to work and get familiar with certain DDL commands. DDL is a short form of data definition language which deals with database schema and description of how data should reside in a database. So these are some following queries that are also known as DDL commands. For example, I have taken actually, I've done this in Oracle database, and this is a spool file created by it, and I'm going to explain you command by command. So the first question is, we need to create a table customer with the following details and specifications. So we need to create a column name, a data type and width, and a constraint. So the column names are as follows, like customer ID, customer last name, middle name, first name, account number, account type, branch details, customer email, etc. And this is a data type with the width given in the brackets. So there's the data type of number with the size 5. Varchar is a combination of both letters and numbers, so you can use it as per your accordance. And these are the constraints. Every table as will contain only one primary key constraint. A primary key is nothing but it's a combination of a not null and unique. So not null in the sense you are not supposed to leave it blank, and unique in the sense it should be unique. So whatever input you will give, it should be unique when compared to other inputs. So primary key is a combination of both not null and unique. So there's a screenshot taken from the experiment and I pasted over here. So the syntax for creating a table is create table with the table name, and these are the column name with number, data type and width, and the constraint followed by comma. So this is a common syntax to create a table, and after that the table will be created. You can display table by giving a command desc table and the table name. So our second question is create a table employee manager with the following specifications. So just like a previous one, you need to mention the column name and the data type with the width and also the constraint which you require. And this is the third question. We need to add a new column, that is the column name is contact phone, to the customer table details. So to alter table, first we need to give the command alter table and the table name. Then we need to add a constraint. We need to add a column that is nothing but contact phone. So just give add and the column name and data type of it. This is what you want. It should be a number or a varchar, etc. And the fourth question is modify the size of the contact phone. So already we have added a new column contact phone. Now we want to modify the size. Previously we have given number, but we haven't mentioned any width. So now the same command again, alter table and the table name, and modify contact phone, the column name and the number, the data type and the size which has to be modified. And now the fifth question is add a not null constraint to a contact phone using a contact phone column using alter command. Previously we have just added a column and then we have modified the size of it, but now is asking to add a constraint to it. So the same command again, alter table, the table name, modify the column name, the data type, the width, and add not null, the constraint. And now we need to add a unique constraint. So previously it is not null, now we need to add a unique constraint. So the command is as follows. We need to alter the table customer details as a table name, then add constraint. So we are adding a constraint that is nothing but a unique constraint. So the constraint name and unique in the bracket, we need to give the column name. And now they're asking to add a check constraint to check whether the customer ID is between 101 and 105. Check constraint is used to check while giving the input. It usually checks between whether the given input lies in between the value already predefined. So the its command is as follows: alter table, the table name, add constraint, ID check, and this is the given, and it's between 101 and 105. So the table will be altered. Now we want to drop the primary key constraint from the account number. Usually in the starting of the table, we have defined account number as a primary key, which is both unique and not null. Now we want to drop the primary key. So just simple, since only one primary key exists in one table, we can just give alter table, table name, and drop primary key. And now if you want truncate the table customer details, just give truncate table and customer the table name. And now if you want to drop the table customer details, so if there's the customer details, the table, and if you want to just drop the table, just give the command drop the table and the table name. So the table will be dropped. So this is the second part of the experiment. So in this we need to work the same aim we to work and get familiar with certain DCL commands. This is control data control language commands. It's previous from different one. So DCL is a short name of data control language which includes the commands such as grant and mostly concerned with rights, permissions and other controls of database system. Simple in the database there exist many members, but you don't want to give the privilege or to everyone to enter into certain departments. So you want to keep some constraint, you want to keep some access restrictions, then this DCL commands come into action. So first we need to create a department table with the following fields. So the name of the table is department table, and the following fields there is department ID, department name, manager ID and location ID. So the same previous it's like previous same syntax. We need to create table. The name of the table should be given, open the braces, then the department ID with the data type and if required size, then department name with data type varchar2 and required size is 20. The same follows with everyone. We haven't mentioned any not null or primary key in this table since it has not been mentioned in the question. So the second question is, now we need to create a new user with the name ORA22. So it's just nothing but just very simple. Just give the command create user ORA22 identified by 123. So it's identified by the number 123. This has to be remembered. And now we want to grant the privilege to the new user. That's want to create a session. So grant create session to ORA22, the user which we have already created, and the grant will be succeeded. Now grant user OR22 to perform select insert operations in a departments table. So whatever table we have created in department table and we have created a new user OR22 and we also given certain privileges. Now we also want him to make certain changes like inserting and select operations. So just give the same command, a little modified, grant select and insert on the department. So we need to grant a user of the following things operations, select and insert operations on the table department table to the user OR22. So grant will be succeeded. Now a user OR22 query all the table data dictionary to view information about all the tables that you can access. So if you want to know what are tables you can access, just give the command connect the username OR22 and this is identified by the number 123. So it will be connected and all the tables which he has access will be displayed over here. So you can 70 rows has been selected. So that's it. Thank you for watching.